This fantasy romance is going to be one of my top reads in 2025. I can guarantee it. And it just might end up being one of yours too. This is Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. I gave this one 5 stars and 3 on the spice meter. Some of the things you can come to expect in this book is an arranged marriage, some magic, court politics, slow burn, banter, fantasy creatures, and an enemies to lovers type kind of feel. So here's some of my thoughts on this one. This book I feel is very, very plot driven, and it's also a slow burn. So while I did give this one a 3 on the spice meter, just know because it is a slow burn, you are not going to be having that spicing until like 300 plus pages. But when that spice is spicing, it is spicing. I know when I say this is plot driven and I say that it's a really slow burn, I don't want you to think that the romance is not focused on, oh, the romance is there. It is building and there is a lot of banter going on, so you are not left wanting, trust me. Honestly, I think one of my favorite things about this book is that it has a ton of secrets. Like the whole book is kind of like focused on kind of like a secrets and mysterious kind of vibe. And so it's not a predictable book. And so I'm like sitting here trying to figure out what's going on. And like I said, it's just super mysterious and it's got that whole vibe going on about it. And I was just here for it. I loved it. And because it has a very big mysterious vibe going on, towards the end, there is a pretty big plot twist. And it had me going, wait, what? It completely shocked me. And we know that I live in my books and I kind of live in the moment anyways. Like I don't really try to like kind of focus on trying to predict books anyways. Like I really try not to do that. I mean, sometimes you can't help it, but this one is not. I felt like this one was completely not predictable. So when that one came and just kind of threw me for a loop, I was just like, oh my gosh, are you serious? And with that plot twist being closer to the end of the book, it has me so eager for book 2. And I know with series, we're always eager for book 2. But with that plot twist, like being completely like shocking and whatnot, like I'm not saying it's not necessarily a cliffhanger. Like this book does kind of leave you, I don't know if I would necessarily, I guess it's kind of a cliffhanger, but it's more like just kind of a plot twist. And you're like, wait, what? Like it is a cliffhanger, but it's not a cliffhanger. I don't know. Like I guess it's a cliffhanger, but I don't know. To me, it was just like a complete plot twist out of left field. But anyway, so it's really exciting to me. And so I'm really excited to see where the next book goes with it. And I'm just like, I don't know. I like this author anyways. I really feel like this is a really good author as it is. Her books always to me really pull me in, and I just feel like this one is no different. Her books for me feel like they are really consistently paced books. They're not books that I feel like move ever really slow, and this one is not any different. This book really moves at a consistent pace, and the romance, and I think that's the way all of them are. The romance is there, and it's there, and it's in your face, but the books are so plot driven, and this one, like I said, this one is no different. It's very plot driven, and I just was like sitting here, and they're complex, and this one is no different as well. It is complex. It's got its plot, and there's so much going on here, and there's so much going on here, and there's so much going on here, and you're just like, wait, okay, so it's not something that you can just kind of just sit here. Like I did not ever find myself like bored at all ever reading it because there's so much going on that you're just so pulled into the story and so hooked because you're like, there's just so much going on. And it's not a bad thing. Like they're not like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on, you're overwhelmed. It's just there's so much going on that you're just hooked in and absorbed so much into the book. Overall, I absolutely loved this book, and I know it's only May, and I know it seems so weird to say this is one of my top romantasy books that I've read this year already. I know to even predict that seems crazy, but I'm telling you, it is. And for me to even predict it for you sounds even crazier, but I'm going to do it. I know this is my ARC copy. I have not gotten out to go get my physical copy yet because I do want to go get the one that's in store because I know there's one in store that is a signed copy. And I really want to go get that one instead of ordering the one online. So I have not gotten to do that yet. So I'm hoping they have one when I get a chance to go do it. But you could, whatever happens, happens, I guess. But as long as I get a copy, I guess that's all that matters with the pretty sprayed edges. So yes. Anyways, I'm rambling now. But anyways, this book is so good. Again, this one is a fantasy romance. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick overview so you can decide whether you want to read this one or not. Odessa's life ends up turned upside down with a change she didn't see coming. With Odessa becoming the Sparrow, she must also become the spy, a role she was never prepared for. With her new role comes a new husband and the Guardian. Guardian does not trust her, and he always seems to be watching her in this new land that is filled with monsters. This book is an action-packed, magical world that is an instant page turner, and I know that I loved this one, and I think you just might too.